friends, how you doing? I'm sitting on my floor and that's my front door. This is my little console table. I want to show you all the books I'm going to have for sale this week. So I've got children's books here and then just whatever I happen to find. I went to an estate sale and got a lot of books there, and I also had a big huge Goodwill haul. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you everything right now, and we're just going to have a mixed sale of all different kinds of things, okay? So let me scoot back a little bit and we'll get started. This is an illustrated Benjamin Franklin, autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, The Complete Illustrated History. This is a new book. I think it's from 2016. But look at that fun cover. And the spine is really cool too. Then I've got some school books, and this is one of them, Exploring Literature. This is, let's see, can't find a date, 1968. This is the National Trust Book of the Farm. I had to get this. It's from the 1980s, I think, so it's just a book about different farms in England by region. Isn't that great? I love it. And let's see, I've got this weird book, really pretty, very ornate. It is called, If It's Going to Be, It's Up to Me, The 8 Proven Principles of Possibility Thinking by Robert H. Schuller, and it's from 1997. Then The World's Greatest Letters, isn't that cool? Nice spine, nice cover. From ancient days to our own time, containing the characteristic and crucial communications and intimate exchanges and cycles of correspondence of many of the outstanding figures of world history. 1940. And this is one that is going to be in the Christmas sale that I'm also doing this week. It just is something that I got this week and forgot to include in the video. So this is called Christmas Days. Here's part of the dust jacket. This book presents the story of Christmas and how it's celebrated. So it goes by like the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, and I think that must mean the 1800s because the book was published in the late 1920s or early 1930s. I've got some coloring books. My Life in Color. This is a coloring book journal. So some pages are just coloring book and some are coloring and journal. This one is called Splendid Cities. Then this one is called Creative Therapy, the Anti-Stress Coloring Book. Really sturdy, really nice spine too. Here's the inside. And I have another one that looks like that right here. Same company, but this one has a yellow spine. And there's an example of the inside. This one is the Secret Garden Artists Edition, so it is still in its plastic. You can see it's a little warped, but I think it doesn't have creases. I don't see any creases in this. It's just warped from being in a bin, probably. So this has, let's see, it was $22.50 originally. It's got 20 drawings to color and frame. And this one is called Paradise Island. Okay. All right, back to books. Northanger Abbey. This is a 2020 edition, paperback. It's called the Larva edition. I don't know. But there's a nice little Jane Austen. And let me show you what the inside look how long the pages are. It's an interesting way to present I see a little bit of writing in there too, so maybe somebody was using that as a school book. This is Themes in Literature. If you remember last week, I had one in these series. This one is called Perception. So it is from 1969, and we have all kinds of stuff in here. The Unexpected, Traps, Survival, Fighting Dragons, Strange Journeys Without Knowing Why. Those are the themes that are explored in there. This book is amazing. The Total Book of Houseplants. Just look at that illustration on the cover. The inside is really nice. But the best part is these fantastic illustrations. I love this. Really, really nice. This is one of the best houseplant books I've ever had. I just love this one. That's definitely a good find. This is called the Keep Busy book for girls, ages 7 to 11. I found this at the estate sale and it's separated. And a few of the pages are done already. Let me show you, like this one. This is, can you find all the S's? So she wrote down 30 words that started with S. And then here's one, how many errors can you find in this surprise party? And she filled out 1. But then there's things like drawing and fashion show. Can you pick out the errors in the fashion show? Isn't that cute? I just loved that. This is another Christmas thing that I got this week, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's like a little paperback, pamphlet-y looking thing. This is one of their Montgomery Ward editions, and it is from 1939. Then we have Western Civilization. This is an old textbook. Western Civilizations, their history and their culture. 1941. This is another school book. Look at this color. English is our language. So this says 5, level 5, I guess. It is from 1968. Discussing and planning sentences and paragraphs, listening to American English, telling stories, writing stories, forming a club, enjoying books, communicating ideas, outlines and reports, and enjoying poetry. Next we have Growing Up with Dick and Jane, Learning and Living the American Dream. This is a book about Dick and Jane. So it just, like this is the family. So it talks about families in the mid-century years, grandparents. And then in the back, it has a little booklet that's a reproduction of some Dick and Jane stories and 2 little cutout figures of Dick and Jane. Isn't that cute? And this is a really cool book called Science Milestones. It is a former library book from the Los Angeles County Library. The story of the epic scientific achievements and the men who made it possible. This is from 1954. So let's just find, we've got William Harvey on the circulation of the blood. Isn't that interesting? Robert Boyle, the physical properties of gases. Guys, don't you kind of wish that big giant wigs for men would come back in style? I kind of wish they would. Yeah, so all different kinds of scientists in there. Here we go, Betty Crocker, new garden book. It's faded, got some sunshine, but inside it is pristine. It is in such good condition, you guys. Next, The Science of Life, H.G. Wells. I've bought and sold this book 1 or 2 times before. There's the front cover. It's got this interesting color plate right there in the beginning. This is from 1934. The growth of the individual, variation and distribution, life in freshwater and on land, the cortex at work, evolution of behavior in vertebrates, fresh air and sunlight, all kinds of stuff in there. Who wrote the classics? This is by Nora Sterling, and it is from 1965. We have William Shakespeare, Jane Austen, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Edgar Allan Poe, Charles Dickens, the Brontes, Jules Verne, Mark Twain, Robert Louis Stevenson, Rudyard Kipling. So there's William Shakespeare. So I would guess maybe like 10 pages devoted to each person, 10 to 20 pages. Pretty cool, huh? Another school book. This is Animals Without Backbone, so about invertebrates. It's really coolly illustrated. Look at all those black and white illustrations. Really fun and funky. Isn't that cool? I love looking through these. This is the Kama Sutra. Really nice newer version with this really pretty like silky cover. I'm going to show you the style of illustration, but I can't show you most of them because they're naughty. Let's see. Maybe I can't. I know I can find one. This one's not too bad. So that's the style of the illustrations, and there's lots of them in the book. I think that is from like 2016. This is the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. I like this edition. I found this one a couple of times. Let me show you inside. There's the inside. Look at that purple. Isn't that nice? This is illustrated. I just love the way the pages are set up in this edition. And I'll show you one of the color illustrations. There's one of the color ones. This is the new 20 best books from Reader's Digest in the slipcase. Got a little chink going on right there. Otherwise good. Doesn't look like it's been read. I'm selling these as a set. These are Folger editions of Shakespeare. I have Henry IV Part 1 and Twelfth Night. They're flexible. That's what the inside looks like. So there's 2 of those. Then I have 2 other Shakespeare paperbacks. I like these Signet classics, so I get them when I find them. Really handsome. So we have Antony and Cleopatra and Henry IV Part 2. Then I have a nice paperback Edgar Allan Poe. I don't normally buy paperbacks, but if they're somebody that's really popular with you guys, I'll do it, like Shakespeare or this Poe. Okay? I've got a really big book here. This is the Encyclopedia of Southern Culture. It is huge. I bought quite a few really oversized books, but look at that. Isn't that nice? This is from the 1980s, I think. It's too heavy for me to even flip it open. This is everybody's favorite, She Stoops to Conquer. I just can't even describe how beautiful this book is. It has an inscription from 1915, but I don't see a copyright date anywhere. These are all paste down illustrations. This book is stunning. One of the prettiest books I've found in a very long time. Okay, we've got another really big book. This is the Reader's Digest Great Encyclopedic Dictionary. It's got the ABCs on the front. Really big, it's indexed. Something about indexed pages I really love. Okay, we've got 2 Joy of Cooking. This one is the newer one, and it is clean as a whistle and has that nice gold circle on the spine and on the front. And this is an older one that was used by the woman whose estate this was from, and that's the white and gold, but without the circle. Then Sherlock Holmes. This is the complete Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. There's the inside. This is from, looks like 1927, 1930 is the last date I see in this copyright list, so 1930s. And there it is in the dust jacket. And the Invertebrata, another book on invertebrates. This one still has the dust jacket. It was obviously like a college level textbook. Really, really handsome and stately looking. Let's see if I can show you all the crazy black and white illustrations in here. And then here's another giant. This is Adam Clark's commentary, Bible commentary. Really beautiful blue color, faded with that nice gold on it. And this is a giant of a book, just giant. So that's just by itself a beautiful thing. This one is in a slipcase. Look at how cool looking it is. This is called The Genial Showman. And here's the cover, looks really cool. Like that's an illustration page. Nope, it's just a title page. There's an illustration. So I thought that one was pretty darn cool. It would look really cool on a shelf because of the illustration on the front and the back of this. We're getting there, guys. We just have one box to go. This is a little gift book. It's called Blessings. This little religious blessings, teeny tiny little pink thing. Then we have William Tell, Schiller's William Tell, 1897. I have this Barnes & Noble edition of Wuthering Heights. Haven't read that. Maybe that should be my next classic that I read. We're going to get into kids' books in a second. Let me see if I can find any more. Here's another blank journal. And this might be the last non-children's books. I have this set of 3 Bruce Catton books, A Centennial History of the Civil War. And those are in really good condition, so I'd love to sell those as a set for somebody that doesn't have it yet. And then we have the World Atlas of Wine. Hi, Jess. Would you like to come over here and sit next to me? This says Northwest Italy. Pretty cool book. If that doesn't sell, it's going right into a cookbook set. And now we're going to get into children's books. This is a relatively shabby paperback reader. And this is called My Nature Book, a journal and activity book for kids. It's got a crease in the cover. I might have to come around and come over this side. Do any of these sights and sounds remind you of a place or time? The sound of a cricket chirping, the sound of waves lapping against the shore, the feel of warm sand between your toes. Animal sightings, where were you? What animals did you see there? We see your leggies, Jack. Your little sticky legs. Okay, so there's that. Look at this sweet little book. This is called Storyland. Pretty sturdy. It's called a Sturdy Built book, and it's in perfect condition. It is from 1947. And then I have an edition of Heidi that is undated. It's got a chip on the top. I feel like I've found this book before. I put it in a book set. This is a book on magnets. It's a little warped. Can you see that? Little paperback book on magnets and how to use them. Then this is called Lucky Rabbit by Miss Frances. So this was based on a TV show, I think, called The Ding Dong School. The first page is taped, but the rest of it is clean. Isn't that cute? And then this is another Christmas book that you will see in the Christmas sale. It's also bent as a paperback, and it's called Pixie Pete's Christmas Party. Then we have Freckles by Jean Stratton Porter. This is a Whitman Classics edition. In really good condition. They're not usually in that good of a condition. And here's another, this is a teenage novel, Minnow Tail. I've actually bought and sold this one once before. So that's like a YA novel from like the 50s. I have another YA novel from the 50s too. This one is called The Wishing Year. Isn't that cute? That is also a teen novel. Then I have a Nancy Drew. This one is The Sign of the Twisted Candles. And let's see. Oh, we learn about the telephone. I've actually found this once before. I was really surprised to find it again. This is from 1964, and it was a little pamphlet to teach kids how to use the telephone. So first, let's see how man sent messages over time. And then came the telephone, how we communicate, and then how to dial the phone, and how to answer the phone, and how to use a phone book, telephone manners. This was put out by the Bell System. Fossils, Tell of Long Ago. This is just one of these newer science readers. This is a journal, Just Mom and Me, an American Girl journal. I actually filled this out long ago with my own daughter. So it's just a bunch of things that mom and daughter can fill out together. Little coupons and all kinds of cute stuff. I found this little note set. I don't know where it's from. I still see the price. Oh, Forever 21. It's from Forever 21. So it's got little sticky tabs, and then these are bigger, it looks like sticky notes. I can't really tell. And then a little notepad, and it's all unicorn themed. Mary Poppins. This is amazing. Look at what good condition this one is in. And then inside, nice sturdy dust jacket. This one is from 1962. A few more to go here. This is called Bedtime Stories. It's missing its spine, but I thought it was really, really cute. And it's illustrated by, is this the one that's illustrated by Richard Scarry? Yeah, it's illustrated by Richard Scarry. And it doesn't look like his illustration style, but some of it does, like these guys, but some of it doesn't. Yeah, so it's super, super cute. This one is from Britain. It's called Coloring and Storybook, Biddy Finds a Hare. So you can see that coloring is spelled the British way. So some of the pages are black and white, and I guess they're meant for coloring, and some of them are in color. Isn't that cute? And then we have this new book. This is Jungle. So this is one of those particular books. So, and it's in great brand new condition. This is something weird I found. This is called Merlin Jr. Medium-sized cardboard unicorn bust. So you can make this unicorn bust to hang on your wall, and it's still in the packaging. This is still in the packaging too, a glow-in-the-dark solar system punch-out decorative set. So you punch out all the planets and you can string them together like a mobile, and it glows in the dark. 2 more to go. The Usborne Illustrated Encyclopedia. This is, it says a Scholastic edition only available for distribution through the school market. And the last one is one of my favorites. This is called Why is a Yak? This is by Legrand, and I've found a few books by Legrand in the past, and they always sell really, really well. And they're hard to find. I very rarely find them, but it seems like I almost always find them in estate sales. So this is from 1937. Are you showing your book, Jack? Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for hanging in there with me for 22 minutes. Now, Jack, would you like to show them your book? Minecraft. Let's look inside. Very cool. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.